Peace be upon you and God's mercy and blessings. Today, as you can see, I'm going to share with you the recipe for SQS, which has been highly requested, and I apologise for the delay. Today's video will use measurements in grams and with a grape glass, and there will be plenty of explanation. How can you make sure it turns out well? How do you stop it from crumbling or burning? So all the secrets of this FQS will be revealed here. As you can see, I've used both the scales and the glass at the same time. I'll be given the measurements in grams, in cups, and using the grape glass. A grape glass gave us 124 grams, so 2 glasses gave us 248 grams. So as you saw, the bowl isn't full. 2 glasses of granulated sugar, 150 grams each, gave us 300 grams. So 300 grams, you could use 4 glasses of granulated sugar. It won't turn out too sweet. It will be just right, more or less. As for the sesame seeds, I have 250 grams. Sorry, I didn't measure it with a glass, as you saw. It was a bowl or 2, or even 4 portions of sesame seeds, as you saw. You could even use that bowl, but bear in mind that the sesame seeds tend to be a bit more. The sesame seeds should be toasted. As for the eggs, you'll need 4 eggs. It's best if they're not large eggs. We've got flour, the usual kind. For those of you here in Italy, I'm using the one marked 0. As for Morocco, it's just regular flour, the kind used for baking, the one with the pictures of loaves, or sometimes the one for MSMN or leavened bread. We've got 16 grams of yeast. For Morocco, we'll put 2 sachets in a bowl, add the eggs, then the granulated sugar and a pinch of salt. Whisk it all until the sugar dissolves, then add the oil. I'll add a cup of orange blossom water. You can use half a cup or a full cup if you like. Whisk again until everything is well combined. So after adding the orange blossom water in the oil, and once the eggs have been well whisked with the sugar, add the sesame seeds and 2 large tablespoons of aniseed. I don't have aniseed. If you have aniseed, add it. It really gives a lovely flavour. Add that half a kilo of flour, which I've already sifted with a baking powder, and then gradually add the other half kilo, bit by bit. Right, our dough is ready now. Don't make it too stiff, otherwise it won't turn out nice at all. You should be able to pick it up with your hand without it sticking, but if you press down on it, it will stick. So the dough shouldn't be too firm, that's it. At this point, we're going to divide it into 3 balls and put them in the tray. Here, I'll show you how much flour I have left. This is what's left from the kilo, about 100 grams. As for the balls of dough for the faqas, I don't brush them with anything, as you can see. I just put a bit of oil on the work surface and roll them out a little, not too much. I preheat the oven to 160 degrees and place the tray on the top rack. I don't turn on the top heat, only the bottom. I leave it for half an hour or 25 minutes, then I move it down to the lower rack, turn off the bottom heat and switch on the top heat. At that point, you can set it to 150 or 160 degrees, depending on your oven. If your oven is very hot or particularly powerful, try to lower the temperature to 150 or leave the oven door slightly open, as you can see here. I don't usually leave the oven door open, but I have baked before in Morocco in a very strong oven, and everything cracked and didn't turn out well. I've only just realised that there are some ovens where you actually need to leave the door slightly open. Anyway, as you can see, this is our FQAs after it's done. I let it rest for about an hour, covered with a tea towel that I've dampened and wrung out well, and I'll leave it covered until it cools down. Then I come and cut it. I cut it with this slicer here, but you can use whatever you like. This slicer is just comfortable for me. I find it easy to use. So it cuts easily, and as you can see, our FQAs doesn't crumble, break, or lose any pieces. As you can see, just a few of those little crumbs have fallen off, which is normal, but when we slice it all like this, there's really no waste at all. And most importantly, it turns out tasty and light. This FQS is one of the things I prefer. As you can see, this is what's left. Now, we bake our SQS. The oven should be on with heat from both the top and bottom, and it needs to be preheated to 160 degrees. And if we find that if we see that the FQA is browning too quickly, it won't get that proper colour. We lower the temperature a bit. If we find the oven is too cold and the FQA is taking too long, we increase the temperature. We control the heat ourselves. This is actually a small oven, and as you can see, I bake in it and the results are just brilliant. With experience and practice, you start to discover a lot of things. And that's it. Once our FQA is nicely browned, we'll take it out to serve. And this is our FQAs. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope I haven't kept you too though. I hope I explained everything clearly. Enjoy, and wishing you good health and comfort.